Hello, we're going to be doing a test. I'm going to start off by reading the scenario. You and your family, which would be my wife and my 3 kids, just moved to a town and received a postcard in the mail with a web address where you can find a doctor. Since you do not have a family doctor, you decide to type in the URL and see what is available. Your wife is concerned about... excuse me, I'm sorry. Your wife is concerned about the family history of heart disease, and you are being monitored by a heart doctor in the town you moved from. So, let's pen this thing open. Actually, let's close this and pen this thing open. So, I will be shown a website for 5 seconds, and then asked to answer 3 questions. Do not do task 2 until you've answered these questions. So, I'm going to go ahead and launch the URL, and it looks like we're going to be seeing it for 5 seconds. Okay. Okay, so I've been looking at this. The questions have not come up. So, okay, so let's start this again. Okay, so look around the homepage and talk about what you think the site is about. What can you do for here? What strikes you about it? Well, considering that I got it for more than 5 seconds, I think I'm just going to move away from the page for right now. There we go. The test doesn't seem to work exactly as intended. So, what do you think you can do here? Obviously, you can be searching for doctors, probably by geography, and further filtering by specialist. It looked like there was a way to log in and get some information. So that's what I think. What's it for? It's for finding a new doctor. Probably maybe based off of coverage networks. Like, for example, if it's I don't know what Exampla, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, Exampla Healthcare is. Exampla Healthcare. I don't really know what that is, so I don't know if it's the name of an insurance company or an HMO or something similar. If it is, then this might be a listing of doctors that are in the network for this particular insurance or HMO. If it's not, if Exampla is not a HMO or an insurance company, then it sounds like then it might just be more of a general listing, perhaps even with. I'm just kind of guessing on here with user reviews, stuff like that. Those are the 2 possibilities I have right now. Until I explore the site, I don't know. What strikes you about it? I like the nice white feeling of it. I liked the sliding picture. It seemed a little big, but it was nice and friendly. I liked that the find a doctor was very quick to display. So we're going to go back and we're going to go ahead and look at these again. Yeah, okay, so it's a physician's network. Okay. So what strikes me about this website? I like that the nice clean interfaces. We got the stuff here at the top with the pop-down window, so I don't have to reload to another site. Let's see. Featured services, news and social. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's a social network at all. So, obviously you can't log in. There probably is not user. Yeah, so this is more of a, this is just a directory and a service for finding doctors in a given facility or a given geographic area. So what strikes me about it, I like this page here. Nice pictures, that it's I generally like a nice white background. It's not very busy. It brings the eye to what we want to look at. It doesn't. It's nice and clean. So I think that's what I like about this website. So find a doctor, careers, contact. All right, we're going on to the next step. What's the one thing you'd want to do on this site? Try this doctor. Well, I want to try to find a doctor. So we're going to try to find a doctor. And let's just say that I'm trying to find someone who is let's just say internal medicine. Okay, so this is more of a local. This is not nationwide. I guess it's more of local. Looks like it's centered around the Denver area. Obviously, I've heard of Denver, but I do not recognize the names of any of these other towns. So I'm going to just assume it's in the Denver and central east of the mountains area of Colorado. So what I would do is, so let's just assume I live in Denver and I'm looking for a internal medicine doctor. Okay, so this is actually, I take it back. So this is a listing of, okay, so this is a listing of facilities with the doctors that are at these facilities. Okay, so this is I get it, network, okay, physician network, I get what this is. So listing of doctors with their specialties. Very nice pictures. Well, some of them are nice pictures. Okay, so that's what I would try to do. So find a doctor, choose a specialty, and then find a site. Okay. Use the site to find a primary care or a family doctor. Tell us who you select and why. So we're going to go back to family. We're going to choose something totally different. Let's try Stapleton Family Medicine. Okay, so they're behind King Soopers. Yeah, I've actually been to that. I've been to King Soopers. Good place. Besides the point. So we take a look at their services, and then we start to look through the doctors. Family practice, 27 years experience. So I think I would choose Dr. Artist. Use the first one that came up. I don't have, without any kind of feedback from other users, which obviously this site would not do because it's simply a listing for this physician's network. It's not going to have negative reviews or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and select that I Dr. Artist or Artest. Okay, your spouse or significant other needs to find a cardiologist, which is a heart doctor. Explain where you look on the site to find one. Select one that you're comfortable scheduling an appointment and give their name and why you selected the physician. So we would go back to cardiologist. Then it looks like we only have two choices. The front range cardiac and thoracic surgery and okay, so we're going to go with the Cardiovascular Associates of Rocky Mountain. Oh, so this is a listing of a bunch of different places. So this must be a subgroup. So okay, so select one that you would be comfortable selecting an appointment. Give us their name and why you selected that physician. Okay, there are a lot of doctors to choose from. So I would just start reading them down, reading their stuff. And I'm sorry if I'm being quiet. I'm just trying to read as much as I can in a given time. So I'm going to be looking for a general cardiologist. I don't think I need a intravenousist or electrophysiologists, which I don't even know what that is. I know what the other two are though. So cardiologist. So it looks like you know what? I think I'm going to choose Dr. Yester. The fact that she's got a board certified in nuclear cardiology, which is actually something I know a little bit about, and kind of impressed with that. So that's the doctor that I'm choosing, Dr. Darlene Yester. Using this site, see if you can find information on a Dr. John Lankinow. Tell us what you found about the doctor. Okay, so let's try searching. John Lankinow. And nothing came up. Okay, let's make sure I spelled that right. L-A-N-K-E-N-E-A-U. Okay, so I've got a web page. Let's do this. John Lankinow, there he is. Then tell us what you did to find the doctor. I went to the search. Since I knew the name of the doctor, I just typed in his last name. I'm wondering if I misspelled it. That's the reason why it didn't work when I did his full name. Okay, so that's what I did. I did the search since I knew exactly, I had his exact name, which brings me to the information. Let's bring that up again. So we got the search engine, the search query. The only problem with this is that it doesn't show the text that is relevant to the search. Usually I'd like to see surrounding text, or if it recognizes that I'm looking for a doctor. Now I'm just taking a blank because it's the only possible choice here. I'm just taking a guess that this is what this is. And then I scroll down, it's like, oh yes, there he is, Dr. John Lankinow. So the search needed to give me a little bit more information, but I did eventually find it. A friend has told you they really like one of the doctors who practice as exemplar Green Mountain Family Medicine. See if you can find a map to this practice and the information about the doctor who works out of this practice. Okay, so we're going to type in Green Mountain Family Medicine. Example of Green Mountain Family Medicine. Okay. Let's see. I've got their address, but there doesn't seem to be a way to launch a map automatically. No link to Google Maps, no link to Yahoo Maps. Find a doctor. No, there's nothing here that would allow me to find a map. What I'd have to do is copy, bring up another map program, and then search for it. So here it is in West Denver, very West Denver. So that's a little bit of a problem. I can understand not having clickable phone or fax numbers, but there should be an option on here to map, and if there is, then it's hidden and I can't immediately find it. So that's a little bit of a problem. Information about the doctors who work in this practice, well, looks like there's 3 doctors: Dr. Susan Beck, Dr. Clarence Ellis, and Dr. Susan Morrison. And all their information is here. So, and it tells us what their various services are: family medicine, preventative care, occupational medicine, so on and so forth. Skin renewal, that's nice. They also have on-site x-rays. Whatever woman care is, I imagine it's just general OBGYN stuff. But see if I can find it. Yep. So that was a problem with finding the map. It's the first snag I really hit that I had. I was forced to go to a third-party map on my own. I know there are various sites that can have an embedded map, whether it be MapQuest or Yahoo Maps or Google Map, that would allow me to see it within the website, so I didn't have to go somewhere else, because I don't really know where West Alameda Parkway is. So that's a little bit of a problem. So, all right, I think I'm done here. So I hope you enjoyed this. Bye-bye.